We were talking about translation only yesterday, so here it is. Let me just attach my vacuum tablet with the PC so that I can write on here. Okay. What is the importance of information and technology in the field of translation? See, you have understood that technology has been helping each and every field, because when there is a lot of speed and scale needed, it is the technology that help us do things in a faster manner, right? So how in the field of translation technology has been helpful, that you will have to understand. See, nowadays, as technology has affected each and every field, do you think translation will be left behind? No. There is a lot of scope of technology in the field of translation also, because it becomes, when it becomes mechanized, then things, sorry, spelling is wrong, mechanized, then we can save time, we can save money, and we can get a lot of material. That means we can improve the scale. That means lot of material can be translated in a short span of time, because it is all mechanized, right? If you are going to keep one translator to do certain tasks, he will have his limitation. He won't be able to do it very fast. He will have to read each and every line, and then depends upon his capabilities, upon his vocabulary knowledge, his exposure to the different culture, then only he will be able to do his task. But in case this work of translation is given to a computer or some app, then they are able to do it very fast, because translator can only work for 1 second. I think the okay, 1 second, just give me 1 second, because this battery is running down. I have to put the PC also on the charge mode. Okay, so then translator can work at a stretch for 6 hours or 12 hours at the most. But if it is a mechanized version, you can put it on an automatic mode, and lot of things can be translated without getting fatigued, isn't it? Machines ka kya hai? Because they don't get tired, so they can go on and on doing their work. Okay. For example, nowadays we have many apps present. Like, for example, even Google Go. Have you heard of this word, Google Go? So in this, it reads online text in several, it reads. This is not translation. It can read, so that when it reads for you, you can understand the pronunciation, you can understand the diction. It reads online text in several Indian language. Kaun si hai? In this, you can also have Hindi. In this, you can also have Bengali, Marathi, and और क्या है इसमें, मलयालम तमिल, okay, etc. So in case आपके पास कोई book है, all right, and you want that book should be read to you, you want to somebody to read it to you so that you understand the pronunciation, what will you do? That means if the soft copy of that page is available online also in Hindi, you will be able to listen to it, and with the help of that app. आप करके देखो, you just try to scan one page, whichever page, and you will be able to find the similar page on the net also. If it is a work of a renowned writer or somebody, then this Google Go app will be able to read it for you. So though this is not translation, but at least you will get to know how these words are pronounced. Okay, so another related initiative by the Google is called Navlika. Navlika. Okay. In this, what happens? It is a digital platform that enables Indian language publisher to convert hard copy into a online version. So hard copy जो उन्होंने बनाया है उसको कैसे बनाएंगे? Soft copy. Hard copy to soft copy कैसे बनाएंगे? With the help of this app. This is again a app on a digital platform, Navlika. But this is still not translation. Okay, though this is not directly related to translation per se, it is nevertheless it is an attempt to meet the growing demand for text online, right? कर सकते हैं ना? At least it will be available. At least you will be able to hear it out. That's the main crux. Now, what are the qualities of a good translator? जैसे मैंने कल बताया आपको, the person who tries to translate word to word, sentence to sentence may not be a good translator because he is then missing out the feelings in between. So when somebody is translating, that person has to take the whole text as a whole. अभी जैसे हम लोगों ने presentation देखा, that was on a funny side, so we just all enjoyed. But to be very frank, if that songs or if those dialogues were to be really done, so translated into English, so this type of translation would not have made any sense. In fact, it would have made a mess of the whole movie, right? Because see, we were having fun. We were having fun just because we know that this should not be done, isn't it? For example, अगर एक सेंटेंस था ना, मिस नीचे खड़ी है. Translate. So, miss understanding. Do you think this is right?
No, ma'am. No.
So, this is miss नीचे खड़ी हैं. उसको उन्होंने बना दिया misunderstanding. So, we don't have to make it that way. हम लोगों को जब real translation work आएगा ना, and when we don't want to make a mockery and fun, then comes the real situation where अगर आपको एक जैसे वही कौन सा था, कोई any one example जो अभी आप लोगों ने इतने अच्छे अच्छे examples दिए, for example one of the song दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, suppose like this was the song, दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना. So we'll have to really work hard in the context of the culture also, ki how do we translate this piece of work, not by word to word, but if we know the culture. For example, we want to translate it into English or we want to translate it into Russian, so we should know वहां पे अगर इसके similar कुछ context है, वहां पे अगर दीदी और मतलब साली और देवर के बीच में कुछ उनके बीच में भी मस्तियां होती हैं जो कि जिसको तो we can relate to those things and then translate, so that अगर ये मूवी वहां पे जाएगी, रशिया में लोग मूवी देखेंगे, they should be able to identify, okay, so this is the way they in India also they have this type of culture. All right, they should understand that feeling. That means हमेशा word to word translation के पीछे नहीं जाना है. Word to word के पीछे will not go when we are in the real work of translation. Yeah, अगर आपको joke और memes बनाने, then it is fine. So then we'll have to really work hard on, and ये जो word work होगा ना, that always needs a human touch, because machines will not be able to understand the emotions and sentiments, right? सो वील हैव टू रियली वर्क. तो अभी भी हमारे पास बहुत सारा स्कोप बाकी है, वेयर दो दो गूगल एंड other technical giants are moving into this field also, right? अभी आप सीरी को देख लो. आस्क हर, सीरी इसको हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं, वो फटाफट बता देती है आपको. सीरी, how will you translate this whole sentence into English? She will be able to do it because these are all artificial intelligence. उसमें भी this is, that means machines. Basically what क्या हुआ, artificial intelligence means that means we are relying on the computers, we are relying on the internet, we are relying on the PC for our work, for machines for our work, for even translation. It is able to do the job very well, but then still there is 1% of chance that it may make a mistake, because that human touch is still missing here. All right, those series very advanced, really advanced, I'm telling you. Nowadays it has even started talking like as if it is a next person sitting next to you. When I say, Siri, you are not responding to me, so it says, I've been busy. So that means so much of human touch has been given to Siri, okay Google, and all these Alexa apps, right? But still, with all these things going so fast, human touch is still very important. So अभी ये मत सोचना कि हम लोगों का काम खत्म हो गया है. We still need to work. We still have chances to get good jobs here. So now, what are the good qualities of a translator? I'm going to change the ink so that you people will be able to identify what I'm writing now. Okay. What are the good qualities? That means first should be, he should have the, should I erase everything from the screen so that I can write neatly for you people?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the first quality should be that the person should have a good command on the source language and the target language. Good command on source language and the which language, target language. ठीक है, जिसमें उसको करना है change. The second point should be that he should know the grammar rules very well. He should know the sentence structure very well. He should know the tenses very well. गलती नहीं करना है, नहीं तो सब change हो जाएगा ना. So, and he should also, if he wants to go one step ahead, he should know figures of speech and idioms and slangs of that language, target language, very well. Okay. He should have in-depth knowledge of the culture, both the culture. All right. Then what else? He should have excellent writing skills. Then that person should also have high level professionalism. Then that person should also have eye for detail. Then that person should be impartial. For example, कभी-कभी क्या होता है? When you have given a piece of work to be translated, some people get biased also, because अगर उनके culture से related उसमें कुछ कमी नजर आती है, they become कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, अगर हम ऐसे लिखेंगे तो उनका. But you should be very very true to your work. अगर उसमें उसने अपने ही किसी कल्चर को गाली दी है और नीचे दिखाया है, तो अगर वो उसमें दिखाया है ओरिजिनल पीस ऑफ टेक्स्ट में, यू शुड ट्रांसलेट. ट्रांसलेटर को यहाँ पे अपना कुछ भी डालना का वो नहीं होता है. He should not have that right. Okay, बिकॉज अदरवाइज वो खत्म हो जाएगा, ट्रांसलेशन का वो मीनिंग खत्म हो जाएगा. सो वी नीड टू कीप दैट बायस अवे. ओके, ही शुड नॉट हैव दैट पर्सनल बायस. ही शुड नॉट हैव ये याद रखना, नॉट हैव पर्सनल बायसनेस. ठीक है. Then what else is important for a good translator? He should have good speed also. पता चला कि वो धीरे धीरे काम कर रहा है, तब तक तो बहुत टाइम निकल जाएगा, right? Then he should keep the confidentiality. For example, अभी किसी ने कोई न्यू बुक लिखा है इंग्लिश में या हिंदी में, ठीक है, और उसने दे दिया ट्रांसलेटर को. अगर ट्रांसलेटर कॉन्फिडेंशियल नहीं है, उसने लीक कर दिया सब कुछ, तो everything goes for a toss. ठीक है. Next point is he should have patience also. Sometimes the words on the correct sentence does not come to their mind. So what he should do, यहाँ पे नहीं समझ में आ रहा, keep the things in a blank position. एंड जो सोर्स में है उसमें भी उसको हाईलाइट करके रख दो कि ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा, यहाँ पे मैंने इतना ब्लैंक डाल दिया है. सो पेशेंस में क्या है, आफ्टर सम डेज और आफ्टर मे बी सम आफ्टर फ्यू आवर्स यू आर एबल टू गेट द करेक्ट वे ऑफ ट्रांसलेटिंग. ठीक है. सो बिकॉज इट इज अ वेरी टीडियस प्रोसेस, it requires lot of concentration. On sometimes things they don't come, तो उसको वहां पे कोई ऑर्डिनरी पीस से चेंज करने का फायदा नहीं है कि अगर उसने लिख दिया, बट अगर उसने कुछ लिख भी दिया एंड ही थिंक्स कि दिस इज नॉट एज पर माई लाइकिंग, आई थिंक इट शुड बी डन बेटर, सो ही शुड कीप इट हाईलाइटेड कि इसको मैं बाद में देख लूंगा, आई विल चेंज इट लेटर ऑन वंस आई गेट अ बेटर आइडिया. ऑलराइट. देन he should be able to to the deadline adhere to the deadline. Now, in case you want to take a screenshot of all this thing, you can do that. Okay? These are the qualities of a good translator. Okay? Are you done? Can I move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. If you all have taken the screenshots, okay, I will not erase it in case. Now, what are the criteria of the good translation? ये तो ट्रांसलेटर का था. अगर कोई ट्रांसलेशन हमने किया है, व्हाट आर द क्राइटेरिया ऑफ अ गुड ट्रांसलेशन? क्या होता है अच्छा ट्रांसलेशन के? क्या व्हाट मापदंड है, क्या है?
So we have to acquire knowledge about both languages, ma'am.
हाँ, वो ट्रांसलेटर के लिए है. बट अगर ट्रांसलेशन हो चुका है तो हम लोगों को क्या देखना है कि ये अच्छा ट्रांसलेशन है कि गंदा ट्रांसलेशन है, उसके लिए.
Like easy to understand.
Yes, it should be very good, very good. It should be easy to understand. One thing is easy to understand. और बताओ.
Fluent.
It should be fluent. Okay.
To learn something regarding whatever he or she are written.
Okay, you want to learn something from the translation.
And in that case, there is a idioms and vocabulary has be a miracle, ma'am. Like very enthusiastic while reading that translation.
Idioms and
Phrases as well and vocabulary too.
phrases are used. Okay. So these are the 4 criteria that you said that should be very important for a good piece of translation. Very nice attempt. Now, what I want to add to it is that most of the scholars, they believe that a good piece of translation should be word to word. मगर बहुत सारे स्कॉलर कहते हैं कि दिस इज नॉट राइट. the context should be important rather than going from word to word. So that means, what is the criteria? That means the whole sentiment and the feeling should not go away from the piece of translation. Okay? The translation should be given, should give a complete transcript of the idea. One, second, the piece of translation जो है should be complete. उसमें कुछ रह जाना नहीं चाहिए. Should be complete. समझा? कुछ रह नहीं जाना चाहिए. कोई चीज छूटनी नहीं चाहिए. That's very important. That is a criteria of a good translation. ठीक है? Then another is कि जो style और manner था original text का. The style and manner of the original text should be maintained. Should be maintained. Right? Then next is ये जो आपने first बोला था ना, that was the point which I really want to add again. It should be easy. Okay? It should be easy. As easy as the, sorry, my spelling is going wrong. As easy as the original text. ठीक है? ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि once you have translated a piece of work, it becomes difficult for others to understand. It should have the fluency. Very nice. It should also have the fluency. ठीक है? Okay? Learning from the translation, वो तो next बात हो जाता है. But whether the translation is good or not, that उसके लिए हम criteria ढूंढ रहे हैं. Idiom and phrases, yes. अगर उसमें similar है, for example, we are translating into Russian or we are translating into Bengali or something. So similar idioms and phrases should be used. Similar idioms and phrases should be idioms, phrases, और क्या होता है? Proverbs or quotes should be used. Okay? These are the criteria of a good translation. Okay? Now, we still have some more time, so I'm going to take up the next topic also. This is the end of the unit, and I always end with this note. You know why I end with this note? Some disciple once complained to their guru, "You tell us the story, but never reveal their meaning to us." कि आप मुझे कहानी तो बताते हो मगर उसका मतलब नहीं समझाते हो. अगर शिष्य गुरु से पूछता है, वो you are trying to tell us the story, but never tell us what is the moral of the story. The moral of the story is to be understood by each and every student. They will catch something different from the story. Okay, so to which the guru replied, "How would you like it if someone offered you a fruit and chewed it before giving it to you?" अगर मैं आपको मॉरल भी बता दूं, सब कुछ ही बता दूं, इट इज जस्ट लाइक कि मैंने एप्पल लिया, उसको खाया और खाने के बाद जो वो निकला मुंह से वो आपको दे दिया. So that is it. This is my, what you can say, guru mantra for you people. I want you to chew your own food. That means anything, any story, anything that comes to you, try to find out the moral, try to find out the importance of that story, meaning of the story in your own manner. Don't go by me. I may have a different perception. I may have been different exposure. I may not look at the things the way you can look at. Maybe you are more creative. Maybe you have got better knowledge than me. Don't rely on your teacher that they will give you everything. Because once they start giving you everything, it is just like giving you an a chewed food, जिसको मैंने खा लिया है, चबा लिया है, एंड पूरा जूस उसमें से मैंने निकाल के खुद पी लिया और आपको मैं वेस्ट दे रही हूँ. I want you to chew it yourself. This is for your life. This is how you will go ahead. Your experiences will be your experiences. Nobody else can make any difference to that. Sometimes the meaning, same experience will have different meaning to different people. Okay? Now, this is the end one. This is how I end my session of effective communication.